Soviet commanders are meeting at Kaltsuikkeli. The mission is to eliminate all three. How you do it is up to you, boss. Good luck. I've sent the target's anticipated travel routes and the meeting location to your map. Take a look.
The ship that took us from Cyprus, it used to be a whaler.
Yeah, a Japanese vessel. How was the voyage?
It was... stimulating.
Well, she was part of a whaling fleet up until a few years ago. Her displacement isn't anything to write home about, but she can really move. She still had plenty of life left in her, but then the work dried up. Global opposition to whaling has been mounting for years.
Is that right?
The push to ban it has been gaining traction for a little over a decade. Individual species came under protection as the years went on. And then 2 years ago, the IWC adopted a moratorium on commercial whaling. Several countries, including Japan, fought it to the bitter end. But eventually, most whaling companies had no choice but to throw in the towel. You ever tried whale snake?
Can't say that I have.
When I was a kid in Japan, practically everybody ate it.
That good, huh?
The country was poor in those days, and whale was cheap. International opinions changed since then. In any case, that's why we were able to get a bargain price on the ship. Of course, we did end up spending 5 times the purchase price in modifications. We had to really work to fit in all the ESM and communications gear while keeping the whaler look intact. Right now, she's going around conducting SIGINT missions. In the future, we plan to use her as a communications relay base between you and Mother Base, and also as a chopper resupply vessel. Diamond dogs. The word diamond originally comes from the Greek adamas. It means indomitable, unyielding. Other words for the stones often mean eternal bond, fortitude, or purity. The same is true of the Star of Bethlehem flowers you laid on the boss's grave. They represent innocence, as well as chastity, yielding to no man while maintaining one's virtue. In other words, staying loyal to something.
Ocelot said the number of private forces is increasing, and they've modeled themselves after us.
They're a far cry from the likes of us.
But why? 9 years ago, we made enemies of the world as a nuclear-equipped force, independent of ideology or state.
Yes. Sooner or later, the real UN would have stepped in.
So why are they giving these PFs free rein?
That's our fault, too.
What do you mean?
What happened 9 years ago was a real problem for a lot of people. An organization as big as ours, with our facilities, was wiped off the map. Not an easy thing to hide. But if our existence came to light, so would the names of our clients. We had contracts all over, east and west, from superpowers to banana republics. The lot. Our clients denied all association with the likes of us. They had to make sure things didn't blow up on them. But at the same time, they missed us. They really missed us. The demand for armies for hire was as strong as ever. The international community turned a blind eye to what happened to us, despite still needing people who could do our jobs. History couldn't afford to lose us. As soon as we were gone, they needed a replacement. So private forces spread everywhere. And they're all just a phone call away.
But still...
I know. PFs are totally different from what we envisioned. Nation-states, revolutionaries, terrorists... They have a lot of clients, and Cypher is one of them. Cypher stays anonymous, but I know their work when I see it. In the eyes of those clients, the world's PFs are all just expendable pawns. The clients don't have to worry about losing their own men. Nobody knows they're involved, and PFs are cheap. In short, the world is chewing up soldiers and spitting them out. Even some of the old Mother Base's survivors are still working for PFs. Some guys created their own smaller forces. Others were taken on by emerging PFs. Everybody's gone their separate ways. But none of them are living their dream, because they're not fighting with you. Of course, I tried to headhunt as many of them as I could for diamond dogs. It was all a waste of time. They said they weren't interested without you to lead them, but now you're back. And everything's gonna change. We'll unite all...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Nations and economies. What is a nation? Just a patch of dirt. The bonds among us will surpass nations, and that's what'll put the world under our control. We'll establish a new kind of country, redefine the very concept of it. Even Cypher will be below us, an extraterritorial federation of military nations. The United States of Force. Once word of Big Boss's return starts traveling, that'll be our true deterrent against Cypher. In other words, no one will dare to come gunning for you.
How do you figure?
Cypher lacks a large-scale fighting force. PS4 a tool for them.
Three Soviet commanders are meeting at Kaltsuikkeli. The mission is to eliminate all three. How you do it is up to you, boss. Good luck. I've set the target's anticipated travel routes and the meeting location to your map. Take a look.
We were lucky to get our hands on that cyborg arm developer. There's no one in Diamond Dogs who can so much as maintain that thing.
Bionic arm, not cyborg, if you go by what he calls it. But you're right. The East is light years ahead in bionics. They can even detect through the skin the slight electrical signals from the brain that order muscles to move. The Soviet Union completed their first bionic arm capable of doing that back in the 60s. Although I guess that news didn't really reach the West.
No kidding. Zadorov's was the only one I ever saw. Quite a shock to see it for the first time.
And it was no mean feat to get hold of Snake's arm. I couldn't get one for you at the time, but you know, now...
Forget it. I've no intention of relying on bionics. Right now I need to keep the pain fresh in my mind.
Well, it's your decision. But don't you find it... inconvenient?
Not a bit. But the phantom pain, it never lets up. Do you know how many men I saw die that day? There's nothing we can do to bring them back. And you expect me to care about getting a measly arm and leg back? Sorry. But my pain belongs to all our dead comrades. I'll keep living with it for their sake. It'll guide me straight and true until I've gotten them the vengeance they deserve.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Guard post captured.
2. Roger that.
Extraction arrived at the motherboard. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected.
Diamond Dog's intel team specializes in information gathering, mainly human and SIGINT. They plant scouts and moles in the field. These operatives will blend into the local populace and work under the guise of a resident, or disguise themselves as travelers and ask around for information. They observe targets using various hidden bugs, cameras, and transmitters, and by tapping their satellite and phone communications. Analyzing all this information creates a clear picture of how wars and the PFs fighting them are changing. This data can also be used for threat assessment.
I've sent the target's anticipated travel routes to your iDroid. You could strike at them individually before they meet up.
Track of target locations and produces FOM predictions. Reporting mission-critical information based on real... observation of changes in the AO. What you hear from us over the radio is based on how we interpret the data gathered at the command platform. However, intel team operatives go unarmed in almost all situations to avoid revealing themselves to the enemy. Some will carry a knife, but most have nothing at all. As such, don't expect them to help you take on heavily armed adversaries like PF soldiers. Think of them as entirely passive in the hot zone. Plus, they use all manner of techniques to remain inconspicuous in the field. If you ever spot one, you'll have some serious explaining to do. So remember, their specialty is espionage. They may not be of use in a firefight, but when it comes to intel, they're pros.
Use analysis complete.
Вы думали, что они дезертируют? Нет, пока это только теория. Скорее всего, солдат похищают мусульман. Чтобы выпытывать из них информацию.
That's one of the targets.
Новый дух сильно упадет. Ау! С тобой все в порядке? Смотри! Заберись! Spit it out. Where are the others?
A prisoner. You gonna help him?
Analysis complete.
First target extracted. Good. Now for the other two.
Clouds approaching.
You gotta extract him.
Hawk. Where are the others?
The map is being updated. Analysis complete.
The three Soviet commanders are meeting at Kaltsuikkeli. The mission is to eliminate all three. How you do it is up to you, boss. Good luck. I've sent the target's anticipated travel routes and the meeting location to your map. Take a look.
Do you remember Amanda?
Yeah, I do.
Their revolution was a success. Somoza resigned. Nicaragua has a new government. Amanda's really working hard for her country to be reborn.
Good for them.
She says she wishes Chico could be there.
That revolution was the dream. For Amanda, for Chico, and their father.
That chopper was no place for Chico to die. I'd like to at least think history will remember his part in the revolution.
When you pick up a gun, there's always a chance you'll die for nothing. He knew that as well as the rest. Now that he's gone, it's up to the rest of us to decide what it was all worth. If we don't, there's nothing to prove that Chico ever lived at all. We're his mark on the world.
Amanda told us that Strangelove contacted her after the revolutionaries came to power in Nicaragua. Strangelove, the AI researcher from Mother Base?
I remember her.
We'd lost touch with her, till Amanda heard from her out of the blue. She told Amanda she wanted to salvage Peace Walker's drive parts, or something from the bottom of Lake Nicaragua. Amanda passed the request on to her friends in the new administration. She's a national hero now, after all. So Strangelove got a Soviet military aircraft to transport something to somewhere. But apparently the cargo wasn't big enough to have been Peace Walker itself.
So what was it?
Who knows? We recovered Peace Walker's nuclear warhead ourselves 9 years ago. What could Strangelove have been after? Amanda said she didn't mention what her reason was or where she was headed. Nicaragua is a socialist state now. With Amanda vouching for her, the government didn't feel the need to concern itself with the details. All Strangelove told Amanda was that she was going to continue her research, and that the rest was a secret. Right before the attack, Huey was in the control tower to prepare for the inspectors. He was with them when it all went down. The control tower collapsed with the rest of it struck. His body was never recovered, but he was the one who met the inspection party when they arrived. And he was the one who showed the nuclear inspectors to the tower. You remember the way it went. First he recommends we agree to the inspection, then he gives them the okay without our permission, all the time acting as if he was doing us a favor. On top of that, he even had the guards disarmed that day. It would send the wrong message, he said. Whatever the angle, it all leads back to Huey. I curse my own stupidity for not realizing sooner. Huey escaped with that unit by chopper. I've been hunting him for 9 long years. The other reason I was operating around Afghanistan was to dig up his location.
Huey's in Afghanistan?
Yes. And idea where. Now we just wait for the right moment. This time, we'll be the ones using him. He's going to tell us who our guests really were.
He's coming too. Roger that.
To blast our home into the ocean.
Enemy group detected. Your map has been updated.
That's one of the targets.
Не шевелись!
Speak.
Да это чертова сука! Ау! С тобой все в порядке?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
You gotta extract him. First target extracted. Good. Now for the other two.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Speak. Where are your friends?
Your map has been updated. Analysis, you have arrived at your destination.
prisoner. You gonna help him?
Updated. You have arrived at your destination. Clouds approaching.
That's the target. Looks like we found him. There. That's the target.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination.
Target extracted. Only one left. Either destroy that or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
КП, это Дмитрий 4. Наследую. Конец связи.
Talk. Where are the others?
КП, это Дмитрий 4. Мы прибыли. Осматриваем территорию. Прием. КП, понял. Ищите подозрительные. Конец связи.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Target extracted. We'll let the client know he's been dealt with.
Info has been
Exfiltrate
updated.
out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. He's coming too. Roger that.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
That's
entered
it.
hot zone.
You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only. Ocelot got the details of the meeting out of that commander. It seems you've been doing your job just a little too well, boss. The Soviets have begun reinforcing the 40th Army's units in Afghanistan, sending in more men and new equipment. While things haven't exactly been easy for us up till now, they're about to get even tougher. Boss, we're finally ready to put together a combat unit. Staff assigned to the unit will be dispatched as mercenaries to conflict zones. That should guarantee us a stable source of income. MERT deployment allows you to send combat units relatively easy missions suited to the unit's level. There's little risk, but the rewards are low too. However, there are also contracts known as dispatch missions that offer a higher risk and reward. Give your orders to undertake these missions using your iDroid. We've established a sickbay on the new medical platform. Staff who come back with wounds, diseases, or PTSD can be treated there. If we need any other platforms, feel free to issue the construction order from your iDroid. Good. You captured it alive. Remember the guys you brought back from the base in Cuba 9 years ago? Believe it or not, some of them survived that hell we went through. Word reached them that Big Boss is back and they wanted in. They're good men, our brothers in fate. They'll be glad to know you've seen them here.
The map has been updated.
Boss, this is important. We've reports of a cracked sniper at large in the Afghan wilderness. The Soviets call this sniper Tihi.
Please select a mission.
There are never any sightings, and only corpses are left
Enemy
behind.
presence detected.
The Soviets have
The map
already
has
lost a
been
number of
updated.
officers. You'd, best watch your step.
Development project has been added. Please specify a project. Development project has been added. Please supplies requested. Please specify a project. Supply drop complete.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
That's the target.
You have arrived at your destination.
You gotta extract him.
Extraction arrived at another base. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction arrived at another base. Supply drop complete.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa!
Analysis complete. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been up. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Смотри! Какого? Что такое? Солдат упал! Ага.
Clear short
делай этого!
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Снимите меня отсюда!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Caution, sandstorm approaching. Analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Guard post captured. Extraction arrived at the base. Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated. Analysis. Enemy presence detect. Analysis. The map has been updated. Marker placed. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Guard post captured. You have arrived at your destination.
incoming too. Roger that.
Extraction arrived at the motherbox.
That's the target. Is that one of our men from 9 years ago? Bring him home, boss.
You have arrived at your destination.
Extract him.
Extraction arrived at the mother base. Unit action added.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Commencing platform construction. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Spit
subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete.
Я не хочу умирать!
Where are the others? Talk. Talk.
The map has been updated.
Ладно, я пошел.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Development complete. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Development complete. Development complete. Sun will rise momentarily. You have arrived at your destination.
Что это?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Всем боевым группам! Это кафе! На нас напали! Всем подразделениям занять боевые позиции! Кафе! Кафе, это 32! Нас прижали! Большие потери! Нужна помощь! Прием! Это кафе! Всем состав! Срочно начать наступление! Конец связи! Кафе, кафе! Это меня вид! Большие потери! Нужен резерв! Прием! Выйдите, сами по себе! Конец связи!
Analysis
He's coming too. Roger that. It's no good, boss. Attacking like that won't cut it. Aim somewhere else. Or change to a different weapon.
outpost captured. complete. Analysis complete.
Всем боевым группам, это кафе! Боевые посты! По боевым постам!
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Clock expansion complete. Marker
Subject on
placed.
board. Leave the rest to us.
Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development has been added. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Контакт!
Стоп! Стоп! Обнаружили зону наш боец! Атакуем!
Мы должны удержать эту позицию!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa!
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Extraction
Yeah.
arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah.
Supply drop complete.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated. Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
That container's filled with raw materials. Looks like they're using those colored bands on the outside to tell the contents apart. Whatever's in them, they'll come in handy somehow for Diamond Dogs.
Please specify project. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Weather will clear shortly. Analysis complete. Marker placed.
Всем боевым группам, это кафе. На нас напали. Всем подразделениям занять боевые позиции.
Marker to marker The map has been analysis complete. Marker placed. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Post captured.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Всем боевым группам, это кафе. Мы вступили в схватку с противником.
Analysis
Все боевые
complete.
единицы, приготовиться к бою. Понял. Будьте очень внимательны. Реагируйте на каждое движение. Конец связи.
Analysis complete.
Огонь! Огонь!